Hey guys, welcome to Tackle Talk. This is a little short clip episodes where I go over some of the baits that I use um, and some of these baits that you may have never seen before. A lot of the ones that I use, at least up here in the north, they don't sell them in tackle shops. So if you see them in your tackle shops, at least maybe this will give you a little bit of idea of um, how they work, what they look like. First one that we're going to get into here. It's a company I've used for a little bit, a couple years now. They make really good plastics. Absolutely love them. They got great colors, and it's called RIOT Baits. Now, a few of their plastics, there's not really a whole lot out that kind of look like them, but for the most part, they have the same like beaver style, craw style, um, basic worm style, but I think the baton is something that's a little bit different, and I'll go over that here in a second. Okay, so my absolute favorite bait from RIOT Baits, it's called the Vigilante, and it's your crawl style. You can separate the arms here. You can take the arms completely off if you want, but it's got the little kicker style on the bottom. Crawl works really good, just Texas rigged. I have, just cut it in half, threw it on the back of a jig, but really awesome bait. Good color designs. The plastic isn't super soft, but it's not super hard either, so it doesn't tear as often as some of the other baits that I've used in the past, but it is plastic. It is going to tear. So that's the first one. Okay, so the next one, like I said, it's your beaver. They got a baby beaver, and then they have they call it a fuzzy. So this is the baby fuzzy, and then you have a larger fuzzy. I think it's 4-inch or 4.5-inch fuzzy. Always work good. Color schemes, they got really good colors, traditional colors. Not anything that you're gonna get out of another company as far as colors wise, but beavers are always good. All right, the next one, I think it's a must, especially if you're a jig fisherman. These are called the tantrums. So you can see here, super small body, but big kickers on them. So basically, it's a trailer bait. I use it on jigs all the time. You can use it on a big jig. It'll still be able to get the kickers out far enough, and then you can also throw it on like a mini jig. Pretty awesome. Like I said, same color schemes, but really, really good trailers. And the next one is nothing too special, kind of like a robo worm in a way, but they call it the synth. Salt impregnated, as you can see. This is actually my favorite color. It's called yellow perch. I've caught so many bass off of this, off drop shot. Pretty much it's the only way that I rig it. It's a pretty small bait. But yeah, synth is definitely dynamite. Oh yeah, and the next one is maybe if you wanted to make a big Ned rig, or you can Texas rig it too. As you see here, it's a worm style bait. It's got a little tickler on the end. They call this the probe. Really awesome bait. So yeah, this probe is really good for shaky head. Very easy to put on the screw lock if you're using screw lock, but that little tickler on the end of that is really, really good for a shaky head. And the last one I was telling you was, it's kind of a different style, but it's like your stick bait style. It's called the baton, and as you can see, it's got an undulating little groove there, so it's not your traditional stick bait, but when you rig this wacky rig style, it does have a little bit different fall to it. definitely has worked really, really good. And also, they do sell on the website their own paddle tails. They're not actually, I don't think, made by them. They're made by T3 Tackle, but you can get them on their website. Great for trailers or throwing on a jig, swimming it, chatterbaits, whatnot. Really good, really good. I usually just run a natural, like, shad color, or I run white, so I don't really have too many different colors, but these T3 tattletales are pretty bad. So RIOT Baits also does carry hard baits. I got a few of them here. One of them I got tied on. I didn't want to pull it out of the box, but it's their Ronin, and it's a topwater walk the dog pencil style bait. Super good wide action. It's best to throw on mono. On braid, it just seemed couldn't walk it as well, but mono was really good. Really big bait, really loud. And the next one is their version of a lipless. Pretty bad. They got really good swim. They come tuned right out of the box, so I haven't had to tune any of these. They run straight, run good. My favorite is their square bill. This one I have not used yet, but it's definitely in the mix. Their square bill is super awesome. The plastic on the lip is super durable. Haven't had any problems. Their craw color, which I have tied on, I've used that, especially early spring, late fall. It's caught me some really good fish. And then they also have the Revolt, which is their medium diver. So this one here is obviously, 1 to 3 foot square bill. Their other Revolt is, their 6 foot diver. Overall, they got a pretty good selection of everything. I'm really happy with their hard baits and their soft baits. I use their soft baits religiously. I have 2 huge bins full of just about every color, 5-6 packages a piece. So yeah, if you guys want to check out RIOT Baits, get yourself some of these. I will leave the link in the description, and I also leave you a code so you can get a discount off your purchase. So thanks for tuning in to Tackle Talk for this week. We will see you on the next one.